I was able to be like, this is fucked up. What they're saying is not cool. This is really racist. I knew that I didn't want to do that sports anymore.
So the lonely pandemic winter is officially wrapping up here in Montreal, and I don't know about you, but the number one thing that helped me get through it was probably playing hockey in the parks here in our city. Unfortunately, though, the ODR, or the outdoor rink, doesn't always bring positive memories for everybody in our community. Take Waahli Youssef, eminent Montreal MC and musician, member of the iconic Nomadic Massive crew. He has a very different story to tell from the outdoor rink, and I'm here today in Saint-Michel, the neighborhood he grew up in, and he's going to take us to the rink where it went down 30 years ago. Yo,
what did a little Waahli at the age of 11 look like? One thing for sure, little Waahli was very curious. I had a lot of energy. You know, as soon as I wake up in the morning, get breakfast, and then after that I was ready to go. And then I wanted to try every single sport. What I like about hockey, it was how they were able to just maneuver on ice. That was the first thing. I was like, whoa, how are these people like just actually able to, navigate, on ice? And on top of that, they had a stick and a puck, and they were like so skillful, they're like so fast, and then like they stop here, go backwards, and still able to maneuver in the puck and then also score. It's like, damn, this looks very difficult, but I was like, I'm willing to try it. I didn't have skates, and I think it was the second or third time that I was walking by this like Armée du Salut, and there was this like old school, very antique ice skate by the window. Really the old school Maurice Richard ice skate. They were like $3. I arrived on the ice, they were playing hockey, and me, I didn't have a stick or a puck, so I just came just to try my first time. I just came to try to skate. I remember I was like holding the side because I was so afraid of falling. My skates were like that. It was just like people looking at me. I know my skate looked funny, but I didn't really care, but at least I had a pair of skates. And then there was the kids who were just looking at me, and they were like, saying this an expression. Well, it's not an expression, but it's a whack expression. Or it's a whack saying, they were saying like patinoire sur la patinoire. Patinoire sur la patinoire. When the first guy said it, I didn't catch it right away, But then the second time when these kids were laughing, and like, haha, they were laughing, and then I was like, oh shit, man, that's kind of fucked up what they just said. But I said to myself, nah, let me continue. And I stayed. I remember I stayed the same day. I stayed and I continued on trying to skate. I remember doing the whole round a few times, and I left back home. And I remember thinking about it a bit, but it didn't stop me for the next day to come back and to continue. There's that resilience of like, okay, just letting go. But there's also that perseverance because you have a goal of becoming good at something you're not. Looking back in retrospective, I'm not blaming them because they were probably just repeating what they know, what they heard, either from parents or friends. And it's funny because patinoire, sur la patinoire, there's someone who told me like he used to hear that when they were in the 60s or in the 70s. So we're talking about like decades of this word has been used. But, the curious little Waahli at that age, it didn't faze me that much. I continued and became really good, And again, I'm valuing myself. If I don't value myself, who will, right? So I'm like, yes, I became good because I persevered. I didn't play hockey, though. Because of these things, I decided to kind of stay away from that sport. I was not inspired anymore. Sometimes you grow up with things, you do not confront them right away, but they has an impact on you, because it definitely had an impact on me. I was not able to say what impact they had on me at that time because I was too young, but I wanted to have that sense of belonging. And that sense of belonging, I didn't find it, unfortunately, because I'm pretty sure I would have a lot to contribute to the sports. the sense of belonging that I wanted and I needed at that age. I didn't get it on ice, but I got it through music as a hip hop culture, definitely.